We're live right now. Hi, Humble Bees.
Yes,
Welcome
hi
to
guys.
Jules and Honey Mega List. Becca's going to tell you all about it while I share this link.
Yes, I'm so excited to be on here. You guys have no idea. Lauren and I have been combining stuff to do it like once a week. So now I snuck in another day to do this with Lauren. And I'm always so excited to film with her, and I get all starry-eyed. I get so excited to chat with her. So, but we have a really great mega list going on for today.
We do.
Yes. Really do. Do you want me to go to the first one?
I'm so sorry. Like as soon as it pulled up, it was so loud. Yes, yeah. You go ahead and start. Like I was gonna give like a brief explanation of why we do our mega list, just so everybody knows what a mega list is and what it is. And we do this once a week. We don't always get to go live, but there is always a blog on Fridays, unless something terrible happens. There should be a blog on Fridays giving this list. So what is our mega list and why do we do it, Becca?
We text each other every week about like stuff that we've found on YouTube or from Instagram, Facebook. We even pull some stuff from our Facebook group because we all we're all sharing content with one another. It's a really great resource. So really, you just see our texts to each other in real time on Fridays of a list of stuff that we all like. And we've texted each other back and forth about. So we just like sharing that with our Humble Bees. So yeah, feel free if you have something you want us to look at and look into or to shout out to. Tag us, message us. We love to share. We love to give you a shout out when you send us stuff and tag us in it. But our first one that we have for today, I'm so excited because it's from our dear friend Carmen from the Biblical Creative. She has a website and a blog. She's at www.thebiblicalcreative.com. Lawrence mentioned she texted me about this book available by her on Amazon. She's got several books, but there's a sermon notes for kids, which is really great, kind of a workbook for them. And also earlier this week, Carmen shared with us about her Spotify playlist that is all Reformed Christian music, and I've been listening to that too this week. So.
I checked it out. It's really cool. I was really impressed. I'm not a big music fan. I'm not like really big into music or anything, but I checked that out and I was like, okay, if I was going to listen to music, this would be the list for me. Like, it's like she reached into my brain and she put it there. And the sermon notes thing, I really want to thank Carmen for that too, because Kaylee likes to take notes. She likes to take notes every Sunday on the sermon. And I'm taking notes too. So we just have sort of plain Jane 50-cent notebooks, but this is like specifically for kids. She has grown-up ones too. But what I thought was really cute about this one is that it was geared towards children and it's encouraging that discipline, which is just really neat. I'm really excited to see that. We don't see that very much.
Yeah. But it reminds me at our church, we have the kids notes and then we have regular notes for people. And sometimes I take the kid ones. And do the kids words and follow along. I don't know. I like kid stuff like that. It's a really cute workbook, cute. And she has other workbooks and stuff available on there. Carmen, we love you.
We do. Shout out Carmen, Biblical Creative, right? That's
yes.
Her Instagram. Yeah.
At the Biblical Creative is her handle on there. But she's up on Facebook. She's got her own blog. Loving her blog, loving her stuff. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you, Queen. Okay, number 2. I set up a Goodreads. So if you guys want to follow us about like what books we're reading, what authors we might be having on, different books that Lauren and I are interested in and looking into, send us stuff. Send us books you're wanting us to read, and we'll add that in there. But you can follow along. Right now, they do have the option for us to do it as a private group. So I wasn't sure if we wanted to do that or if I wanted to check with you, Lauren, and with the Humble Bees, if you guys actually wanted it to be a private group. But I figured right now it's public and you can just see what we're reading. And we'll have the link below, and it's also up on the blog.
That would be a really good thing too for the Patreon whenever we start our first book. What is it called whenever you go through a book with a group?
Yeah, a book club. We have the book bee book club, and that's what it's up
Yes.
on the Goodreads. It's like Tulips and Honey, and it's Book Bee Club.
I love it. What are you reading right now?
Oh my gosh, so much. I'm still reading through that Chronic Love book that we got from Brooke, which is our number 3 actually on here. Wanted to give Brooke Bartz a shout out. She's on Instagram at just Brooke Bartz. A really great book about chronic pain. As you know, I have chronic pain that I suffer from. Lauren has a neurological disorder. Am I right? Is it neurological disorder?
It is, yeah, it's neurological. Yeah.
And so she takes meds. I take meds. This is, if you are, former Word of Faither and understand the plight of, having people tell you you're sick because X, Y, and Z. Okay.
Right.
It's a really great book. I don't think I've read one specifically about just chronic pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of them from the Word of Faith position. Like you see a lot of these kind of books that are coming from Word of Faith, where they're really geared towards getting your healing and things of that nature. And so I'm thankful for books like this. We're glad to get to put that out there, and we're going to have her on the program. I'm really excited to talk to her.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions for her.
Yes, we can ask her. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And if you want to see that book and our link to the Goodreads, those are all going to be in the descriptions after the live chat ends. Then they'll all be in there for you to see. So, okay, next thing on our list, let's take a peek-see here.
I'm excited about the new one.
Okay, before we move on to the last one on here, I have one. Oh, the new one. Yeah, the one that I added. I added this last minute. I meant to totally text this to you last night. I forgot. So this is what we mean when we say like we're texting each other these cool things, and then like we just get together and then we
share them again.
A mega list, yes. And so this is actually really great over on the Paul Washer's YouTube channel, which is actually Heartcry Missionary Society. They announced that they're going to have a brand new channel, and I'll make sure to link to that below too. And it's actually going to be called Heartcry Films, and it says that they're going to be doing like high quality films, different than what they're doing right now. I'm really excited to see. Like, there's a little bit of mystery. We don't know. What are you doing?
I know there is a little bit of mystery in their post. It was. Really, I'm really excited. I like how it came out today. Was it today that they came out with that?
It was well, I don't know when it came out, but I saw it yesterday and I immediately took a picture to send to you, and then I forgot. But
yeah,
like, how exciting.
It's also kind of in red, and it makes you think of like they did this right around Valentine's Day because it's called Heartcry.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That is so cute.
That's just me and my childish ways.
I hope that's why they did it, though. If that's why they did it, I'd be happy. Okay, last thing on our mega list.
Whoop whoop! It's from Ray Comfort, a new movie which I haven't seen. What is it called again?
Okay, so the new movie is called When It's Okay to Kill Your Mother. Mm-hmm. But there's 2 movies that I highlighted on the blog today, and they're both from Living Waters. And this one is the brand new one. I watched it not when it premiered, but a little while ago. And in the true Living Waters fashion, it's a gospel tract in the form of a movie. It's going to have the gospel in it, but it's addressing a specific political or like they do a issue of today, and then using that as a segue. So all of these movies, they're great to send to lost people, but they're also great for us to watch, because when we address these issues with other people, we can see, oh, this is how we can segue to the gospel with this conversation. But apparently there was a man in, I think he said England, that threw his mom off a balcony, and the judge ruled him innocent of murder because his mom was already dying. And he didn't want to watch her suffer anymore. So he threw her off a balcony. So Ray Comfort is so brilliant. He's asking everybody, why not just slit her throat? Wouldn't that be faster, less painful? And so a lot of the people said, well, yeah, she was dying, she was in pain. And he works them through this logically to actually work through the ethical issues of what's being said. So why wouldn't you just slit her throat? It's easier, it's quicker. And they all were like, well, then you're like face to face with them. It's more like hands-on. And so it's wrong then. Yeah, it's like, and he's bringing these people to the realization, oh, it's wrong really, regardless. And he brings up like abortion and things to that nature. And then he leads them to the gospel, which I think is wonderful. And he uses that as a segue. But the second movie that I mentioned is actually something that they released a while back, but they felt like the title wasn't helpful for the actual movie. And it's about depression. And I believe it's called Hope. Oh shucks, of course I forgot.
It's not Hope Deferred, is it?
No, let me look. Let me see here real quick while I'm sitting here and you guys are so
Ray comforting. I'm still Ray comforted by pineapple on his pizza.
Wow. Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Thanks, Ray.
Justin my husband is currently practicing the blasphemy GIF that we have so that he can see if he can confuse you with like which one is actually Paul Washer and which one is just him. So, okay, here it is right here. It's called You Are Not Alone, Hope for Your Depression. And when they originally released it, I think that the title of it was a little bit disconcerting for some people, and so they released it with a new title. And this one is actually about how many people suffer from suicidal thoughts or depression, how many people are killing themselves. And if you know somebody that is depressed or is struggling with this is a beautiful movie for that. It's geared directly towards people with that issue, and it does, of course, like all Ray Comfort movies, it has the gospel, and it's wonderful for evangelizing lost people that are dealing with that. And I think that's our list. That is our mega list.
That's awesome. I'm always excited for everyone, for every Friday that we have our mega list. I'm always like, and I get it together. I'm always so excited. And we also got coming up a new game called Name That Theologian. So you've seen us do the Name That Heresy, Name That Heretic. So we're switching it up, going to Name That Theologian, and that'll be starting we'll do that Wednesday and Friday. So we'll post it on Facebook, we'll be posting it on our Instagram, and then towards the end of the month, or whenever at the end when we're done, we'll do another book giveaway and prizes and shout outs, and I'm so excited about that starting.
I am super excited. Yeah, this is going to be really fun. I think this is going to be tougher though. This is a little bit more difficult because we have all of these wonderful men of God. I think the only thing that's going to make it a little easier is, are we speaking in Old English? Like, pay attention to the words being used, because some of these preachers or theologians, they're not from this century. Yeah, some of them were there's going to be some reformers, there's going to be some modern times, but pay attention. Yeah, pay attention to other words that might like tip you off if they're maybe not from America.
Right. And if you're not even sure, still comment, because we still put you into the list and we still pick from that. So for different prizes. And we had our Ricky part 1 dropped yesterday, and we're having the part 2, which has even more shenanigans in it for Monday. I'm so excited to see that one too. Yes. I actually watch our stuff. You probably think I'm really weird, but I'm like, what are we doing? Because I still forget people's answers and questions, and like. Yes,
I do. I totally do. But I'm glad you do, because it also helps, like, if somebody messages us and is like, did you say such and such? Because that's not this and that. And we can be like, well, actually, we just watched that part. So that's not what we had said. And it helps too with us. Like, if we can go back through, we can watch, we can see where we like need improvements, or if we said something we need to apologize for.
Yes.
Like, keeping our eye out, but mostly because we legitimately forget what we've already said.
Yeah, so pretty much. So we watch it with you guys.
Yes, that's right. Yes, we had a blast with Ricky. She's such a sweetheart, and it was a really great testimony that she gave. All glory to God. And I'm really excited about part 2 coming on Monday.
Yes, we love you, Ricky. Thanks so much for coming on. We're gonna have her on again.
Yes. Oh, we also have coming up tomorrow a new minisode. It's coming, our new mini episode, our questions and answers.
I know she came up with the title. I was like, brilliant, great job, minisode.
Done it. It sounds kind of like Minnesota, but not enough.
I was gonna go with
Minotaur.
Is that a thing?
Is Minotaur a thing?
I don't know. Or is it a centaur? Is there a minotaur?
Let us know in the comments below.
I should make some minotaur for the graph.
I love it.
It'll be like a fairy tale all up on there. Would you guys like that? Like Lisa Frank threw up all over it on the graphic for that.
I would like that. I would like Lisa Frank. So, okay, before we go, I just wanted to let you all know, Humblebees, that if you're listening to this right now and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you're going to miss notifications in the future when we go live. And hopefully we'll be able to go live maybe every week, hopefully, maybe on Fridays, usually.
Right. Yeah, and our other podcasters post too. I just listened to the Aquila Priscilla Hour Should We Judge episode. 2 thumbs up, guys. That was awesome.
Yes.
They put it all in terms that I was like, oh, this is how I should be explaining it to other people about. Because sometimes it throws you off guard when people are like, don't judge. But it's like, hey, let's go through the 10 scriptures right before that and right after that. Let's put it in context.
Yes. I seriously was in the middle of a conversation with a dear sister that was being incredibly kind, which is rare to say. She was being very sweet, very kind. But we were having that same conversation. And I click on that and I'm listening and I'm like, okay, extreme helpfulness. Where's my notebook? I got to take notes now. This is wonderful. There's such a blessing. Like, it's just perfect timing. And each of their episodes is very helpful. And you may see yours truly on one of their episodes in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Yes.
But what do we have coming up, Becca? You're going to be somewhere special soon. You're going to be
interviewing. I'm actually looking that up. I'm going to be on the bar next week. I don't know when our episodes will be posted yet, but I'm super excited for that.
I am too. It's going to be a while, but he just released a really exciting interview. Like, I'm sure you guys are all already checking out the bar, but did you see who he interviewed this week? Well, he interviewed them at the G3. Oh my goodness.
I saw that who was it?
It's Dr. James White.
What? No way.
Right. Yes. And I'm like, how did you where, when, why, what, how did you get a hold of him? How did you get him to sit down? Like, that's amazing. It's brilliant.
Yes. Am I in slow motion to you? Am I slow motion to you?
A little bit.
Oh.
Just a little.
Should do.
Not too bad though. Just freeze in the weirdest spots. Everybody listening is like, what? If you just tuned in, that didn't make any sense, but that's okay. That's cool with us. We're totally good with it. That's all we have for you, Humblebees. I can't think of anything else. We are having Dwayne on our podcast coming up soon. He's going to come in and interview. We're going to be able to interview him, which is way less frightening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because then we can edit.
Exactly.
We can put stuff in.
Yes. I never realized how frightening it is to actually be interviewed until being on his show. So I feel bad for all the people that we had on that I was like, it's okay. You're going to be fine. That doesn't help.
It doesn't.
Let me go vomit real quick and I'll be right back. Like, that's how nervous. Anyways, Humblebees, we have lots of exciting things coming up. We have lots of guests that we're going to be interviewing. We have other programs that we're going to be on. We're going to be on Doreen Virtues and Melissa Dodery's channel. And so we've got lots of great things coming up, things going on. So make sure that you get connected with us in our Humblebees group, our Tulips and Honey Hub on Facebook. It's a group. So you have to ask to join. And that is how you can keep up with all of the information, not just from us, but also from our other podcasters. And so there's lots of things happening there. And of course, subscribe here so that you can get like all the good stuff. And don't forget about our Goodreads. All of the links are going to be below. Yes. We love you guys.
Yeah, love you guys. Sorry, I'm in like slow-mo.
Low battery. Fuzzy baby. All of the parents know exactly.
She makes me laugh.
All of the parents and Disney fans, they all know. Is that Disney? Baymax. I don't know.
I think
it's something. Okay. Well, in that case, we're done and we're going to totally log off. This is the hardest part. Every single time I do this wrong. So let's see if I can do this right this time. Bye, Humblebees.
Bye, guys.